My wife is a Jinn. The narrator tells the story and says that one day one of my friends, named Ahmed, invited me to the wedding of one of his friends. The wedding was in Kuwait. He says that when we arrived at the wedding, we saw that it was held in a very large, luxurious, and beautiful tent. Everything was elegant and perfect. The wedding was very crowded. My friend Ahmed came and took me to the groom to congratulate him. After I went to the groom, greeted him, and congratulated him, Ahmed and I went and sat in a corner and started talking. A little later, one of the local daft playing groups came and started performing. They played very beautifully, and we were all mesmerized watching them, and everyone was happy until it was time for dinner. We had dinner, and after dinner, the musicians started playing again. The further they went, the more beautifully they played, hitting their instruments harder. Among all the people dancing, a man caught my attention. A man with dark skin who was standing among the musicians and dancing. At first, he danced calmly, but every time the musicians hit their instruments harder, his dancing became faster. After a while, this man started trembling, and his dance took a strange form. Even though all this was happening in front of the musicians and people, the musicians did not stop playing, as if it was normal for them. The man's face became frightening. He turned his head left and right. Some people who saw this were unfazed, but some looked at him in astonishment. After a few moments, the man started screaming and suddenly lifted off the ground about 2 meters in the air, and then fell to the ground, started trembling, and then passed out. I was astonished by what had happened before my eyes. People gathered around him, and suddenly, someone from the crowd shouted, "Step aside, I'm his brother." He came, washed his face with water until he felt better, and said, "It's nothing. My brother is fine. These things are normal. We are used to them. Continue playing. This happens at every wedding he goes to. Don't be afraid. Nothing happened." Ahmed and I helped this man and his brother, put him on a chair to rest a little, and his brother adjusted his clothes and took him home. I sat thinking about why his brother said, "We are used to him." I heard him say, "We are used to that woman." Why would he say that about his brother? I told my friend Ahmed that I want to know this man's story. I want to understand what's wrong with him. Ahmed said, "Wait a little. His brother will come back soon, and you can ask him whatever you want." I asked Ahmed, "Do you think he will come back?" Ahmed said, "Yes, I'm sure. I know them." And that's exactly what happened. After a short time, the man's brother returned to the wedding. We quickly went to him, greeted him, and asked about his brother's condition. Ahmed introduced us to him. After talking, I asked him, "Honestly, what you said really caught my attention. Why did you say about your brother, 'We are used to that woman'? What do you mean, we are used to that woman? Which woman? Could you explain to me if it's not upsetting?" The man said, "No, I'm not upset at all, and I will definitely tell you because it's not a secret. Almost everyone around knows, and apparently, this is the first time you are meeting my brother." He said, "What I meant by what I said is that my brother doesn't have control over himself, and this happens to him at every wedding we attend. It is the cause of all these events, Seirjis, and it causes all the movements and actions my brother does." I asked, "Who is Seirjis? What do you mean by Seirjis?" Seeing that I was scared, he laughed and said, "This story is very long. This brother of mine you saw has married a Jinn named Seirjis, and according to him, he loves her very much." I replied, "What are you saying? What do you mean married a Jinn?" He told me, "Calm down, I'll tell you my brother's story," and began to explain how his brother married a Jinn. He said one day, my brother, I, and a few friends went to the desert, gathered around a fire, laughing and chatting. Suddenly, my brother said, "I want to go to the bathroom," got up and went. We continued talking. Suddenly, we heard a very loud scream coming exactly from the bathroom. It was my brother's voice. We all ran quickly to the bathroom. When we entered, we saw my brother had fallen on the ground and had passed out. We lifted him up, brought him outside, and washed his face until he regained consciousness. I asked him, "What happened? Why did you scream like that?" My brother, very frightened, said, "When I was in the bathroom washing my hands and bent down to wash my face, as soon as I lifted my head, I saw a Jinn in the mirror standing behind me, whispering something in my ear, saying incomprehensible words. I was very scared and don't know what happened next." We didn't believe him and said, "You imagined it. Nothing happened." We dressed him, took him to his place to sleep. After he slept, we all kept thinking about what my brother said. Some said, "Yes, Jinn exist in the desert, and what your brother saw was real." Others said, "No, it's all superstition." We decided to return home the next morning. On the way back, my brother's body was cold as ice, and he was trembling. I said, "Let's take him to a doctor." The doctor examined him, said nothing was wrong, gave some medicine, and told him to take it. The next day, we all saw that my brother was not acting naturally. His looks at us were strange, as if he didn't recognize us. He didn't leave his room, although he loved going outside. He stopped taking care of himself and even started talking to himself. At night, when we passed by his room, we could hear him talking. We asked, "Who is he talking to?" My mother was very scared and said, "My son has gone mad." My brother's behavior changed a lot, and my mother cried every day. After a long time being confined to his room, he came out as if nothing had happened. He came out, greeted, kissed our parents, asked about others, and resumed his usual activities. Here we took the opportunity to ask him, "Tell me, who do you talk to in your room every day?" He turned and answered calmly, "I've been talking to my wife." We said, "Your wife?" He said, "Yes, my wife." We asked, "Where is your wife?" He pointed to a dark corner and said, "She's there, sitting." My mother started crying again. She thought my brother had truly gone insane, but I understood what my brother meant. I realized the Jinn had entered my brother's body, the same Jinn he had seen in the desert. I said to my brother, "Congratulations, your wife is beautiful." He replied, "You see my wife?" I said, "Yes, I see her." He said, "Then why can't mother see her? Her eyes are weak with age and cannot see properly." I took my brother to his room to rest. Then I spoke to my mother and explained the whole situation. I told her my brother was not crazy. The Jinn had entered his body. When we went to the desert, he saw a Jinn, and now he talks to her, sees her, knows if she is happy or sad, and communicates with her like any human. I told my mother she must accept my brother's new condition, and she agreed. In short, we all accepted it, and this story lasted 5 years. My brother consults his wife, or better said, the Jinn, before doing anything. He doesn't do anything without consulting her. My poor mother tried several times to marry him off, but my brother got very angry each time. No matter how much my mother insisted, he became angrier, breaking things in the house, the television, and locked himself in his room, neither eating nor drinking. All because my mother wanted him to marry. One day, my mother entered his room and seriously brought up the subject of marriage again. This time, my brother replied in a high-pitched feminine voice, "Why do you want to give me a wife? Am I not enough? I am his wife. I am Seirjis." My mother was very scared and left the room, never bringing up marriage again. One day, when I was sitting with my brother, I asked him to describe Seirjis. He said, "She is white, thin, with long black hair. I love her very much, and my brother loves her very much too." One day, my father decided to bring a religious sheikh to recite the Quran over my brother. As soon as my brother sensed the sheikh's presence, he came out and attacked him. My father, some friends, and I held him down and forced him onto a chair. The sheikh began reciting the Quran. My brother, in a voice that was not his own but Seirjis' voice, said, "If you touch me, I will kill you." The sheikh asked, "I came to save this boy from you. Why did you enter his body? What do you want from him?" Seirjis replied, "I am his wife. Why do you want to separate us?" The sheikh said, "This marriage is not permissible. You are a Jinn and he is a human. How did you marry?" Seirjis said, "We swore to stay together, and only death can separate us." The sheikh asked, "Will you leave this boy's body, or should I burn you with the Quran?" Seirjis said, "Just try once to remove me from him, and you will see how I kill him. It is impossible for me to give him to anyone else. He is only mine." When my mother heard Seirjis' voice, she said to the sheikh, "Please stop. I don't want to lose my son." The sheikh told my mother, "Don't worry. God will protect him." The sheikh told us to hold my brother tightly. There were about 7 of us, but we couldn't overpower him. His strength was immense. We didn't know where it came from. My mother couldn't bear it, entered the room and said, "Please leave my son. I want him as he is." The sheikh got angry and said, "I can't work in this chaos. Either let me do my work or I leave." After my mother's pleading, the sheikh left. From that day, we got used to Seirjis' presence. She doesn't bother us, and we became accustomed to the strange things happening at home. The only thing that really upset us is that my brother talks to himself. Otherwise, there is nothing else disturbing. My brother's life outside the house is very normal. Only at weddings with musicians does he show strong reactions because Seirjis loves music and dancing. Now you've seen what happens. My brother is now 50 years old and has never married because Seirjis does not allow it.